So today we are going to discuss the continuation of yesterday's session. So we have stopped in the middle. So joins and unions. So we'll start from starting again. So I'm going to connect to one Excel file where it will have different tabs. So it will act like tables in any particular server. So if you see, so this joins and unions table has. So I'm just do a duplicate of this one. Okay, so I'm just opening that file. So there are different tabs available. So we are going to discuss about this join 1 and join 2. So this basically has the information of name and number of siblings, and join 2 has name and eye color. So I want to see name, number of siblings as well as eye color of that person. So to know that, I have to combine these two tables to get this information all together. So I have to use joins to combine this. So in joins, we have different types of joins: left, right, inner, and full outer. So these are the 4 types of joins that are available in Tableau. So now I'll show you how this Tableau works. So I'll take, to show the example, I'm just taking this table into, so I'll take these 2 tables into another sheet. So join 1 also I'll take into another sheet. So this is basically join 2 data, join 1 data. And this is join 2 data. So I'll show you how a Tableau does a left outer join and a right outer join and full outer and inner. So now let's create for left outer join. Let's begin with left. So left join is basically all the records from the left table, all the records from left table, and matching records from right table. So this is the definition of left join. So basically what it does is, so it will get the all records from left table. So this is my left table. So whatever records are available, all those records will be coming. So I'll just take this one. Or you can, let's mention this as left table. And this is right table. Okay, so we are doing left join. So I have taken all the records from the left table. And now let's take the column headers, first of all. Okay, so now we should take only the matching records. So we have to combine this with a common key in both the data sets. So there is a common key in both the data sets. So that is name column. So by using name column, we can join. So how Tableau or any SQL or Oracle or any server, so it will do a join for each and every record will be compared with all the other records in the other table. So let's say I have this particular name or this record. So this record will be compared with all the records in the other table. So tell her whether it is matching with the first record. So it will check. So if it is matching, so it will get that record. So Taylor is matching, so it will get this record. So not only the first record or not only the matching record. So it actually checks all the records. So it will go check these records as well. So for each and every record, that is the same procedure. So even if you take Alex as well, so the second record, so second record will go here and check with Taylor, it is not matching. And second record, it will go check in the second record, Alex is matching with Alex. So that record also will come from the right table. So as per the definition, so we have seen all the records from the left table and only the matching records from right table. Only these two names are matching. So as per any server or any Tableau, any reporting tool, so it will, even if it is not matching, it actually checks like this. So Alex is not matching with Morgan, so it will go like this. John is not matching. So Shannon also, it will go check all the records. So it will not match. So every record will be compared with all the records in the other table. So like this, that comparison will happen. So that is about left join. So what about the rest of the ones? So Shannon and Tracy are not there in the other table. So for the rest of the ones, it will be nulls. For rest of the ones, it will be nulls. So this will be your left join. So this will become your left join. And now let's do the same thing in Tableau. So let's see how the output will be. So I'm just taking the join one. So this is your data canvas. So this is called as canvas. And whenever you drag something, so that will be your logical layer. So wherever you can do relationship model, so this is called your logical layer. So here I can do logical combination. So you can see the connection between these two tables. So that is called as noodle. The line which you see, so that is called as noodle. So here I'm not going to show you the logical layer. So we'll discuss about logical layer later. So wherever you are using joins, so this is called as a physical layer. So if you are using joints, then it will be physical layer. So where you can see that physical layer. So whenever you drop any table, so you'll get this box. So you have to double click on this to see the physical layer. So this becomes your physical layer. So here we can do any joints. So here it will show you like table. So this is one table. So here you can see the Taylor, Alex, Shannon, Tracy. So if you go to this join one, so this is the information. So name and number of siblings information is there. So now I'm going to join the other table, which has name and eye color information. So basically, I want to see all the information together. So Taylor has two siblings and he has eye color as blue color. So I want to know how many number of siblings does Taylor has. So at a time, I will be able to know how many number of siblings and eye color of Taylor. So this information I can get it together. So for that, we are combining this by using left join. So now I'll just drag join to here. So Tableau will automatically pick inner join by default. So to do a left join, so you need to select in between here. So here you can see. So if you see this joints, so this is called as physical layer. So wherever you see this type of Venn diagram, so this is called as Venn diagram. So this is joints and also can be called as physical layer. So I will tell you why I'm calling this as physical layer. So when I create something, so let me create left join. So you can see here by using the Venn diagram also we will understand that. So left side complete table is coming. So left side complete circle is coming, and matching records from the right table. So only this piece, whichever is matching with the left table, only that piece is coming. So here you can see a table is created, a physical table is created. So this is what is a physical layer called as. So you can see a physical table. So by combining this join 1 and join 2, so one more table got created. So you can see that physical table existence here. So let's see whether we got the same output or not. So Taylor has two siblings and he has blue eye color. And Taylor has two siblings and he has blue eye color. And we also have the information of Alex, which has three, and eye color is brown. For Shannon and Tracy, we don't have the information in the right table. So it gave us nulls. So that's how we can do a left join. So depending on our requirement, so mainly whatever you think as main table, you can keep it in the left side so that you will get the whole data, whole lump sum of data that you can get. So you can keep it in the main table. And if you are trying to get some information like the eye color information of the names, so you can just join and get the particular information. Okay, so this is about, so I'll just rename this. So this is left join. So now let's do inner join. So if I do an inner join, so I can see only matching records from both the tables. Matching records from both the tables. So let's do inner join. So it will be the same process. So every time it will check, it will take one record, compare with all the records in the other table, and second record, compare with all the records in the other table. So like that, if you find out, so only the Taylor and Alex will match. Only Taylor and Alex is there. I mean, these two are only the matching records from both the tables. So basically, I just need to copy this. So we don't have Shannon Tracy information in the other table and Morgan John information in the left table. So we can't pick any data from the other tables. So these are the only two records which are matching, and it will give you that information. So the validation will happen in this process. So let's say Tracy. Yeah. Yeah, by default it is like that, yes. So every record will be compared with the other, all the other records. Huh. So I'm just telling you the backend operation. So that's not like it is taking only the left table as main table. It can be vice versa also. So even if you check like this also, let's say you take Taylor, and that will check all the records in the other table. So it might be other way around also. It's the backend operation that it does, so that it will not miss any names that is getting repeated. So Taylor is repeating one time only. So sometimes in data, what happens is Taylor might repeat two times. Okay, so it has to check for that also. So in that, so algorithm is in that a way that, so it will check for all the records, whether it has any matching records, it will check for all the records and it will fetch all the data which is matching. So let's say Taylor is repeated twice or thrice. So those many times that record will come. So let's say Taylor is repeated once again, or here if it is repeated one more time, and so he has got one more sibling, let's say. So for this, what will happen? So Taylor is matching, you got the blue color. And for this record also, it will add one more record and it will fetch number of siblings as 1 and Taylor. So this will repeat. Even if this is one time only, but as per the process, so Taylor, it will check all the records, matching record it has written, and again the Taylor is repeated. So for this also, it will write one more record. So it will be the same for this one as well. So Taylor is repeated. So what will be the records here? Rakib, can you try what will be the records over there? Yeah. So if you observe, this record is repeating twice. Why? Because it is not, Tableau won't check whether it is repeating twice or not. Whether it is matching or not, that will only it will check. If it is matching, it will fetch those many times. Even if it is repeating 10 times, so this will also repeat 10 times. Why? Because it is matching. So the name is matching. So how many times if it is repeating, it will fetch that record. So depending on the data similarity, we should use this joins. Sometimes getting repeated is not good. So blue is fine. So sometimes you might have some like 10, let's say salary. So we also have information like salary. So actual salary of Taylor is 10,000. So if the name is repeating, so this value will also get repeated. So 10,000, here also it will be 10,000. But actual salary of his is 10,000 only. But as the numbers are getting repeated, so if you do sum, it will be 20,000. So this you have to be mindful so that you should not get any duplicate values. Yeah, Rakib. Mhm. Yeah, correct. So it's basically, it will check, let's say first record will be compared with all the records, second record will be compared with all the records, so that every record will be compared with every other record. So it will not miss anything. So if it is matching, it will get the entire record. So if it is repeating 10 times, it will repeat 10 times. Is it clear? Okay. So that is about inner join. So inner join basically, so only these two names are matching. So it has given you this output. So now let's see the right join. So for right join, so by definition, all the records from the right table, all the records from right table and matching records from left table. So now let's see. So now let's copy the complete right table. So right table. And now we should check what are the matching records. So Taylor, we have to check in all the records. So only the first record is matching. So fetch this first record. And Alex, so you have to check all the records. Only the second record is matching. So copy the second record. And Morgan, so check all the records. Morgan is not there. So it will be null. And John, check for all the records. John is not present. So it will be null again. So this will become your right join. So now let's do inner join and right join in the Tableau. So click on add. I'm just gonna add that same Excel file. So take join one and double click on this. After double clicking, you can see the physical layer. So inner join, so only the matching records are being shown. So if you see, the output is same. Only Taylor, Alex are matching in the both the records, both the tables. So this will become our inner join. Rename. So I'll publish this in the Tableau public. So try to replicate this. So now let's do right outer join. So I'll just connect to Excel file again. I'll take that file. So join one, double click on this, join two. So instead of inner and left, I will use right. And here we can also select the columns which you want to join. So here you can select the joining condition. So basically Tableau will automatically pick the columns where, so I'm going to join with these two. So if the names are matching, Tableau will automatically pick these columns. If the names are not coming automatically, you have to select from this. So here left side you can see the left side table columns, and right side you can see right side table columns. So in the right side table you can see name and eye color, and in the left side table you can see name and number of siblings. So now I'm doing right table. So I got the right join. So now I got the right table completely, and only the matching records from the left table. So only Taylor and Alex is matching. So I got the number of siblings of Taylor and Alex. So this is about right join. Any questions? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Physical layer meaning you can see the table created. So the combination. So actually this is join one table. You can see the headings in the headings as well. Join one, join one. So this is coming from join two actually. So these two columns, the name and eye color is coming from the join two. So and the physical layer meaning. So if you see this table is a physical table. So you can see this physically, like it is existed in my local system. And join two also it is locally existed. So physically there is an existence. So when I do a join also, so I have combined this and this has created a table. So there are two columns in one table and two columns in the other table. So 2 plus 2, there are 4 columns. With that, I have created a physical table. So physically it is existed. So why am I saying this physical meaning? So I'll just show you the logical. In logically, there will not be a physical existence. So if I take join, now I'll do a relationship model. So this is what is relationship model, and this you can also call it as logical layer. Here you don't combine using joins. So this is a relationship model. It is also using joining conditions, but this is not a joins. So you can see here how do relationship differ from joins. So it's basically there is a difference between relationship and a join. So it's basically, so you can see table separately. So this is one table, the left table, and this is your right table. So it is not combining together. You can't see those two tables combined physically. But when you go into worksheet, you can pick the columns from the both the tables. So like this, you can combine. So data is combined logically, but not physically. So you can't see the combination data. Okay, still it will be two separate tables only. But when you go to this joins, you can see a physical table, the combination table. So 2 plus 2, 4 columns you can see. But in logical layer, it is not combining these tables. It is just, those are two separate tables only. But still you can get the columns. So name from join one table and eye color I have taken from the other table. So it is taking only Alex and Taylor is matching. So it has fetched that particular data. And if it's not inner join, it's a relationship model, you can say. So joining is different, relationship model is different. So in that you can't see a physical existence. So you can't see a physical table. So it is combining, but it is not existed in physically. So backend it is combined. In joins only you can see it physically. So that is why I'm calling it as a physical layer. So this is called as a physical layer. Wherever you are using joins, so here you can call this as a physical layer. And wherever you are using logical layer or relationship model, and this is called as noodles. So this is the combination where you can make. So with what combination that you want. So logically with what you want to combine. So Tableau automatically took the name. So that is the key here. So Tableau automatically took. If the names are not matching, you have to manually select. So it has logically combined, but still these two tables are separated. If you want particular columns from two different tables, you can pick it. It will do a logical combination and it will give you the values. Is it clear? Okay, so now let's discuss on the full outer join. Okay, so basically I am able to get same information in any type of join. So I'm just so in one table I have number of siblings, in one table I have eye color. So by doing joins or by doing combination, I can get all the details in at one place. So now let me do full outer join. So full outer join by definition. So all the records. So first of all, it will take matching records from both the tables. And also all the records from both the tables. So now let's see how we can do that. So let's take complete table from left or right also we can take. So let me do it from the left first. Okay, so as we know, only Taylor and Alex is matching. So let's take Taylor and Alex. So for Shannon and Tracy, we don't have any values. So it will be nulls as usual. So as per the definition, we got matching records. This is the matching records. And we should get all the records also. But we only got the left side one. So let's add the right side ones. So Taylor and Alex we got from the right side. Morgan, this information is not been added, so I'll just add it. Okay, for Morgan and John, so do I have the number of siblings details for Morgan and John? So as I don't have that information for Morgan and John, so it will be nulls in the left table. So this way, I'm going to cover the left side all details. So whichever is not matching, that will be nulls. And from right side, whatever is matching, I'm just combining it. So for what all names it is not matching, I'm just putting it as nulls. So this has become my full outer join. So this way I can do a full outer join. So let me rename this as logical layer. So I'll just do full outer join in Excel. I'll take the same example, join one. So I don't want to do logical layer, so I'll double click on this to see the physical layer, and I'll join with join two. So here I will use full outer join. So by seeing the diagram also, Venn diagram also, you can identify that. So it is also getting the information of matching records and all the records from both the tables. So now let's see. So if you see Taylor and Alex, Shannon and Tracy has the number of siblings details. So Taylor, Alex, Shannon and Tracy has number of siblings. And Taylor Alex has a eye color also. So for these two records, we have all the information. For Shannon and Tracy, we don't have eye color, so we don't get these records. For Morgan and John, we don't have number of siblings, so these are nulls. So this is the same data. So this is how we can do a full outer join. So it depends on the requirement and depends on what all columns or what all details that you need. So in this scenario, if you see, by doing full outer join, I have got all the details basically. So I'm not missing any records. So if you do left join, it has missed this Morgan and John details. If you do inner join, you don't see Shannon Tracy or you don't see Morgan and John. So it depends on you. So you should know which table is main, or otherwise you want both the details from both the tables. So then you can prefer full outer join. And or if you think only the left table is your main table, then you can do a left table, left join, and you can get all the left side details and matching records on the right side. So depending upon the requirement, we use this type of joins. So that is about joins and the physical layer. The joins is nothing but a physical layer. And why do we call it is a physical layer? We can physically see the data, physically see the data combined together. Or it will create a table. It will create a physical table. So if you see for any data that you see, for any join that we have done, you can see the combination. So join one and join two tables are combined, and so each table has two columns. So combined table has 2 plus 2, 4 columns. So yeah, that's about join. So any questions? Okay, so Akhil, can you tell me about left join? Okay. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So all the records from left table and matching records from right table. Sorry, your voice is not audible. Can you repeat that again? Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So Nazrin, can you tell me about right join? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Priyanka, can you tell me about inner join? Okay. Rakib, can you tell me about inner join? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Okay, Roja, can you tell me about full order join? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Okay, Priyanka, can you tell me the difference between physical layer and logical layer? Okay, no problem. So the difference between physical layer and logical layer. So physical layer uses joints and logical layer uses relationship model. So in the beginning, in the canvas, so it will start with a logical layer itself. So whenever you connect to any data, so even if you connect to server and anything, so it will start with the logical layer only. So the first layer that you see here, so this is what is your logical layer only. So if you want to combine, so the noodle that you see, the combination or the line that is coming over here, so that is called as noodle. And with that, you can identify this is a logical layer and also it is using relationship model. So this is the combination where you can make, and here you can give the condition with what you want to combine. So it is not combined. So basically it will combine the data, but you can't see the physical table. Physical table will not be available over there. So let's do the same application. So I'm just doing the logical layer here. So I'm taking the join 1 and join 2. So it will not combine physically. So it is combined logically. So these two tables will be shown separately. So two columns in join 1 table and two columns in join 2 table. So it is combined, but it is not combined physically. So if we go into the worksheet, and if you see here as well, so these two tables are separated. But let's say I have name and number of siblings details. And now I want to find eye color, but eye color is in the other table. So as per the relationship model, we have already combined this. So by using this noodle. So if you click on this, you can see this is combined based on the name column. So even if you don't have the physical table existence, you can take this column from the other table. So double click on this. So you can see the eye color information. So let me just show you. But eye color is only available for Alex and Taylor. For others, it is null. So that is what is the same information. So if you want to go here and take name and eye color. So we have name and eye color in join 2 table for all the persons we have. Now let's take number of siblings. So for number of siblings, so for Alex and Taylor only we have number of siblings. For others, for John and Morgan, we don't have it. So that is why it is not coming. So it is logically combined, but not physically. So you can't see those physical tables, but you can take the columns or fetch the information from the other table as well. If you do this type of relationship. So this is here is the place where you can do the combination, and here you can keep the condition. So not only one column, for our understanding, I just kept only the one column. So here we have only one key, but in real time you might join with multiple columns. it might be one column, or you can join with 2-3 columns. So depending on the requirement, we might use many number of columns as the joining condition in relationship or in the joins. So this is called as a logical layer. So by seeing the chart, you can understand. So I'll just place it here. Okay, so you can see the difference here. So here you can see the Venn diagram, and here you can see the line. So that line is called noodle. So this is called as noodle. So here you can give the condition on what basis you want to combine. And this uses relationship model, and this is called as logical layer. So by seeing the layers also, you can understand. So here you have the Venn diagram. So Venn diagram also represents a physical layer only. So here if you see the line, so this is called as noodle, and you can give the combination. And here also the same conditions you can give. So whatever condition that you are using here, you can use the same condition. So depending on our requirement, we can use logical layer or physical layer. So if you want physical existence of the table, so then you can use this physical layer. So both might give you the same output, same kind of information. But full outer join is not available in full outer. Full outer information can't be provided by logical layer. So if you see here, so in logical layer, so I'm trying to get the information, number of siblings I have. So when I try eye color, so I can get this. But I'm not able to get the information of the other names which are there. So if you see, it actually has other two names. So the Morgan and John is also available, but that is not coming. So why that is not coming? It is basically doing a left or inner or right join basically. So full outer join is not possible in the logical layer. So in that type of scenarios, you can use this full outer join. So certain scenarios where you can't use logical layer, certain scenarios where you can't use joins. So in that type of, so depending on our requirement, so we should make use of these things. So in this scenario, I'm not able to see John and Morgan. So if we go to our full outer join, so name I take. So let's take name join 2. So I can get every information, number of siblings I can get, eye color I can get. So I can get all the information. So nothing is missing here. So John and Morgan is coming. And if you see Shannon and Tracy is also coming. Okay, by using full outer join, I can get a whole lot of information. So depending on the requirement, you can choose what join to use. So that is about logical layer, physical layer, and also about the joins. Okay, so hope you are clear about this join. So let's move on to the next topic. So there are actually 3 methods to combine the data. So one is relationship model, other one is joins, and the other one is data blending. So in all the cases, you can combine multiple tables. So which one to use, it depends on our requirement and how the data is coming in these three, whichever you think it is better. So in whichever model it is giving you more data, so you can choose one of the model. So we have seen relationship and joins. So we have completed relationship and joins. So relationship is basically a logical layer, and joint is a physical layer. And data blending is something different. So let me show you. So earlier to relationship model. So relationship model, they have implemented recently from 2021 version. Okay, so earlier to that, we didn't have this option. And so we used to have data blending for that. So data blending, actually we use it for to combine data from different data sources. When I said different data sources, let's say in Oracle I have table A. In SQL I have table B. Okay, so in earlier to 2020 versions, we don't have cross database joins. Cross database joins. So cross database join meaning combining the data from different data sources. So combining the data from different data sources meaning, let's say you have Oracle, from Oracle you have table A, from SQL you have table B. So you want to combine these two tables and fetch some output. So that is called as cross database join. So earlier we didn't have this cross database joins. So we had to use this data blending. So I'll just show you how we can do a data blending. So let's take the same example. So for data blending, we need to take, or we need to connect two individual tables separately. So now let's see how we can connect to individual tables. So let's click here, click on this. So let's take join one. So join one, you have to create one table. So rename it to table A, let's say. And now let's connect to another table, which is join two. So for blending, we have to connect to different tables. I mean, individual tables. Here you can't combine like relationship, or by using joins, we can't combine. So I'm just choosing table B. Okay, so in table A, I have name and number of siblings. In table B, I have name and eye color. So now let's take name and number of siblings. Okay, so now I also want to see number of siblings and I also want to see eye color. Okay, but eye color is in the other table. So here you don't see name, here you don't see the eye color. So go to table B, and get the eye color. So it is automatically getting the information. So whatever you took it as the first one, so I took it from the table A. So that will become your primary data source. Primary data source will be denoted with blue tick mark, and secondary data source will be denoted with orange tick mark. So it is getting the value by combining the name column. So you can see the link over here. So if I'm not linking these two tables with name column, so I have to link it. So I need to tell Tableau that, so name is the key between these two tables. So by using the name column, fetch the eye color information also. So you just need to link it. So then only Taylor and Alex as the eye colors. For Shannon and Tracy, you don't have that information. So this is where you can combine two different tables. So why we are using instead of left join, or instead of even this output can be, we can get the same information. We can get the same information in relationship model also, in joins also. So this I have created using data blending. So now I'll get the same information. So let me do a duplicate of this one. So by using joins, I will get this information. So I'll remove everything. So this is to clear the worksheet. It will remove all the columns that are used. So I have removed it. So I'll take left join. So left join, name, number of siblings, eye color. So if you see the same information, even by using left join also I can get it. And let me do a duplicate. And now I'll use this relationship model, or the logical layer. Relationship or logical, you can say. This joins or physical, you can say. Physical. Okay, so this I can get the information. So now let's try with relationship model. So I'm just removing this. So logical layer, name, number of siblings, eye color. So same information. So I can get the same information. So earlier to 2020 versions, when we don't have this cross database join option, so we used to use this data blending. So earlier we don't have this cross database join. So we used to use data blending option. So if you observe, so I have connected separately. So table A, I have connected separately. Join 1 I have connected. And table B I have connected separately. Join 2 I have connected separately. So that is the advantage. So here you can take Oracle. So for example, this can be an Oracle. And this table might be coming from SQL. So in such scenario, we have used data blending to combine the data. But in Tableau, now we got an option where we can do, where we can do join from different tables. So there is an option to add. So this add option was not available before 2020. So click on add here. So earlier I have taken Excel file. So now I can take text file. Okay, so I can combine different. So here it is one type of data, which is Excel, and here it is text file. So in that way, you can have Oracle and Excel as well, or Oracle and SQL and some other database, Impala. Like that, you can combine different databases. So that is called as combining different databases tables is called as cross database joins. So you can combine different data sources tables. So you can do data blending. You can also do relationship. You can also do joins. In all the three, output sometimes might be similar or might be different in some cases. Let's say full outer join is not possible. Let me just tell you. So full outer join, is only possible in joins only. So you can't get all the information. So by doing full outer join, you can get all the records. But this option is not available in logical layer. This is also called as relationship model. And we have data blending. Okay, so in these two types, it is not available. So you cannot do data blending. In data blending, you cannot do full outer join. In logical layer also, you cannot do full outer join. So you cannot get all the records information. So as I mentioned, there are three ways to combine. One is data blending. The other one is joins. The other one is relationship model. So these are the three ways. So mostly by default, Tableau suggests to use relationship model, but we need to choose according to our requirement. So what needs to be used? So whether you want to use relationship or joins, it depends on our requirement. And maximum number of tables that Tableau allows is 32 tables. So you can combine a maximum of up to 32 tables. So there is a limit for it. So this is an interview question. So make a note of it. So that is about data blending. So if you observe, for every logical layer or even if the data blending, so you have the ability to give the condition on what basis you want to join. So if the names are matching, Tableau is automatically picking those column names. If the names are not matching, you can select the column from one table or table A, the column from the other table. So you can select and you can combine using that particular condition. So in joins, if you see, you can give the condition. So but clicking on this, you can see on what basis you want to join. But for data blending, so where do you see that option? So I'll show you that. So for data blending, if it is same case, so if the name matches, Tableau will automatically take that name as the key. If it is not matching, if the names are not matching, so you have to go to data, click on edit blend relationships, go to custom and click on add, and you can see the columns from the like left table and right table. You will have primary data source and the secondary data source. So whatever column that you want to consider as primary, so pick the columns from that, so that will become your primary. So I want to combine name column from the primary data source and name column from the secondary data source. So that way you can see this linkage icon. So if you don't want to combine with the link, this one, so you can just click on this, so the linkage will be removed. So this is where you can give the conditions. For relationship, you can give it at noodle. For joins, you can give it at Venn diagram. So here, so this is the place you can give the condition for joins, and noodle is the place where you can give the condition for logical layer. And for blending, here is the place. So go to data and edit blend relationship and click on custom and select whatever the columns on what basis you want to join. So with that, we have covered three types of combining the data. So these three are most important. So only these are the three different ways where we can combine the data. So if you know about these three points. So you will be able to do any kind of, you can take any type of data and you can do the combination of data. Okay, so with that, we have completed joins, relationships, and data blending. So any questions? Okay, so let me ask you a few questions. So Nazrin, can you tell me about relationship model? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So there is no physical existence of tables. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Rakib, can you tell me about joins? Yeah, physically we can see the data. So physical table we can see. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Rakib. Akhil, can you tell me about data blending? Yeah, perfect. So it will combine data from different data sources. So earlier to 2020, we used to use this to combine data from different data sources, and that is also can be called as cross database joins. So after 2020, they have implemented this cross database joins. So we can use this option in this also. So earlier we don't have this option. So now we can use this. So you can use data blending or joins or relationship model instead of data blending. Yeah, thank you, Akhil. So Roja, can you tell me about full outer join? And can we use this in, is it applicable for data blending and relationship? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so full outer join is not possible in relationship model and data blending. It is not applicable. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So Priyanka, okay, your voice, I mean, your mic is not working, so it's okay. So with that, we have completed. So all the three different types of combining the data. So this is data blending and joins and relationship model. Okay, so I will publish this in the Tableau public. So try to replicate all the type of joins, and I will also share this Excel file with you. So the Excel that I'm showed in the class. So I will share this Excel with you. So try to connect to this join one and join two and try to replicate whatever we have discussed today. So try to prepare all these worksheets. So sheet one, sheet two, this number of siblings, and try to prepare all these data sources as well and name it accordingly. And so download this dashboard. So once I publish to the Tableau public, so download this dashboard and try to repeat whatever I have done here. So try to repeat and publish it in Tableau public and share the link in the group. Okay. So any other questions? Okay, then thank you all for joining. So we'll continue tomorrow.